going to be laughing. It's not going to be a funny video, okay? It's going to be serious.
All right. Pop, first question is for you. When you were a kid, what was something you dreamed about? What was something that you dreamed about being when you were a grown-up? What is something that you want?
Baseball player.
A baseball player?
Yeah.
For who?
For the Dodgers.
Who was your favorite player?
Sandy Koufax.
Sandy Koufax?
Yeah.
That was Pee Wee Reese.
You know Sandy Koufax?
I don't know him personally.
Pee Wee Reese.
He was a pitcher.
I thought you said you liked Pee Wee Reese.
Pee Wee Reese played second base.
Oh, I don't even know.
I know. You don't know nothing.
I'm going to Google that after I leave here and check and see.
Do you have any?
Nan.
Quit smiling.
Nan, when you were...
Fake smile.
Nan. Nan, when you were a kid growing up, what was something that you aspired to be? What was something that you aspired to be?
Well, I aspire to be a mother. I aspire to be living in the United States, to marry an American guy, to catch an American guy that would fly me to the United States, and to have a family and finish my education.
All right. Nan, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
There are two places in the Mediterranean Sea, close to the Mediterranean Sea, and one is Greece. I would like to go to Athens because they're ancient cities, and Egypt because of the pyramids, and I like to go to Cairo in Egypt, and I like to go to Athens in Greece and meet the people. I like more history about the pyramids.
Pop, how many pyramids? How many? There's three great. Well, I already told you. Never mind. Three great pyramids. I was going to ask you how many great pyramids were there. You wouldn't have known. Pop, if there was one thing you could change about the world, what would it be?
That it wouldn't be no wars and then have to send our kids to war.
That'd be a good one. I think a lot of people would agree with you there.
I agree with you.
Nan, if you could change one thing about the world, what would it be?
About the world? Give me a clue. I like for people to be nicer to each other. There should be more compassionate with people, and I like for people to care about the earth and not abuse it, especially the forest and the oceans.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think everybody would agree with you there on that one. Nan, what is one thing that bothers you? And you can't say Pop. What is one of your pet peeves, if you got one, two, or three of them?
People that cut in front of me at the grocery store. People that let the children yell so loud at the grocery store without trying to pacify them, and people that lie to me. I know that when they're lying to me, I cannot stand someone to lie to me when I ask a serious questions. I like a straight answer.
All right, Pop, what was one thing about serving in the Air Force that you did not like? What was one thing you didn't like?
Getting up at 3 o'clock.
In the afternoon?
No, in the morning.
Oh.
The food, the chickens, and the food. Did you like the food?
No, food was all right. You just had some people couldn't cook it right.
What was the
I was
one?
one of them that could cook it.
What was one thing that you didn't like that was boiled?
That was what?
Boiled.
Boiled? I didn't like boiled chicken. In fact, I didn't like nothing boiled. Ooh,
Cabbage? No boiled cabbage?
nope.
How did you like sleeping on those beds in the
Oh,
service?
it was all right.
Were they nice?
Those cots.
Those cots?
Oh, they're all right when I went to sleep.
I think I got a picture of you somewhere. You're real skinny,
Yeah,
no muscles,
no muscle. Didn't want no muscles.
and you had a pack of cigarettes in your front pocket.
Yep, sure did.
All right, Nan. How does it make you feel when people recognize you from Facebook when you're out in public? How does it make you feel when they stop and speak to you?
Oh, I acknowledge them, and makes me feel good that they are watching Pop on Facebook, and everyone that have confronted me are very nice and want to take a picture, and I gladly do it.
Did you ever think at your age that you would become this popular? Did you ever think?
Clowning.
Did you ever think that at your age you would be this popular, where people would be constantly coming up to you and wanting pictures and all of that with you?
Not really, but when I finished high school at the age of 39 in here, I started become popular because I was the oldest one in school, and all the students that were with me in school, they were like 16, 17 years old, and I was the oldest one.
And why were you
catered to me,
and
I used to invite them to the house, and we used to study together.
And why were you the oldest at the school? People
Because after I got married, I went back to finish my high school.
Because in Puerto Rico, where you're from, education stopped.
Yeah, where I was living in the country, 6th grade was the highest grade that you can go. And then I moved to San Juan, to the city, and I went to night school until the 9th grade, but always had that hope of finishing my education, because I feel that gap. I knew I could do it, and I knew I could be successful. You just have to have a drive in you, and I had that drive. No matter what, how old I would get, I would finish it. I'm not a quitter.
Pop, stay awake. This question's for you. Name 5 things that you don't like to eat. Things that absolutely disgust you that you don't like.
Spanish.
Spinach.
Spanish.
It's like Spanish.
Spinach.
Spinach, okra. What'd you say?
Okra, Spanish,
Cabbage.
cabbage, turkey,
Chicken.
and chicken.
Was that 5 or was that 4?
Yeah.
That was 5?
No, I cannot name 5.
Well, Pop likes crispy chicken, though.
Okay.
What?
Nothing. I'm just making sure you're still with us. Nan, what upsets you with what's going on back in your homeland of Puerto Rico?
What upset me is a corrupt government, and that let the people suffer during the hurricane by holding things back. And it's heartbreaking to see my people from my island in the 2019, that they have to protest, and this is the first time Puerto Rico ever had that big protest, so they could run a corrupt governor out of there, and thank God that they did. They stood for what they believed, and they succeeded.
Yep, because I think Rosselló, I think he's resigning. I think August the 2nd or something like that. So hopefully the people on the island will see some light at the end of the tunnel.
And I hope things be better, but there will be no more riots now. Everything will be peaceful.
Pop, this question's for you. What was your favorite beer and smokes back in the day when you were in the service or back in the 50s and 60s?
Favorite smoke was Camel cigarettes and
Pearl.
Huh?
You say Pearl beer?
Pearl, good beer.
I never heard of it.
What was that other pack of cigarettes that used to smoke? The
Lucky Strike.
Lucky Strike.
Lucky
He
Stripes?
used to smoke a lot. I don't know how I married him because I never smoked.
Because you love me.
Now, let me see. I wanted to fly to the United States.
Yeah, she wanted to get out of Puerto Rico, so
I'm just kidding.
that's the best way she did. She
I
married me.
was cute, and he knew that he had a little.
She was what?
I was pretty, young, vivacious, and you knew that you had something good when you picked me. And I'm still at the age of 83, not bad looking.
That's how old you are, 83?
How old are you?
I was born in 33.
Well, how old that makes you?
What's this? 87, 97?
No, this is 2019, and you're
I don't care.
84 years old.
Nan, this is the last question for you. Then, Pop, you can get back over here and continue what you were doing, watching TV. Nan, how does it feel to come from where you were in Puerto Rico during the hard times most faced growing up in the 30s and 40s? Where are you going?
I'm going to get a drink of water.
Okay, go get a drink of water. All right. Nan, the last question for you. How does it feel to come where you were in Puerto Rico during the hard times most faced growing up in the 30s and 40s, to leave the island to become a successful teacher with a loving family, and to also be able to live a long life at the age of 83?
How does it feel?
How does it feel to come to start where you were?
I feel accomplished. Every goal that I set out, I accomplished my goals. I got my education. I have a marriage that have so far has lasted 64 years. I have 2 handsome sons, 3 beautiful grandchildren, 1 beautiful great-grandchild, and 2 lovely, the mothers of my grandchildren are very lovely, beautiful women. So what else can you ask for? I accomplished my dreams. So, and I live in the land of milk and honey. I can understand why those people wanted to come to America. You know, because if you have the drive that you want to be successful and you get an education, you have to get an education, you have to learn English, and you will succeed. You have to follow your dream. Don't deviate. You just go for it. And there'll be people that try to detour you from that, but focus like a tunnel vision. When you want something to succeed, you have to not pay attention to the obstacles. Just because I confronted lots of obstacles, being a mother, going to school as a grown-up, raising the children, cooking and cleaning up my house, and all that, keeping a home intact. But you can do it. You might have to sleep late many times. And if you want to make good grades like I did, I was in the honor roll, AB honor roll. I had to study sometime till 1 o'clock in the morning before a test. But I have no regrets. I have no regrets. And I thank God for giving me the drive. And my children have done the same. They have succeeded. They got education, and my grandchildren got good education. So
Is there?
they follow my example. I hope I was a role model for them.
Well, you were, and we appreciate it.
And I love you.
I love you too. Is there anything you want to say in Spanish to your folks back in Puerto Rico? Some words of encouragement?
Sigan para adelante y para atrás ni para agarrar impulso. Go forward and don't even go backward even to push yourself.
Pop,
Okay?
is there anything you want to tell everybody on Facebook before you get out of here?
No.
Joe, say
Just
something.
send me some money.
Joe.
What? What?
Turn around. They don't want to see you flat bottom.
Say over and out, Facebook.
Over and out. Facebook, Jason. What else you want?